Hello, this is Jerry. I am the founder and CSI, which stands for Collector and Share of Ideas for IMVC. And today we're starting the first series of the SMAL series. Now, a few of you may know what SMAL is, and some of you are wondering why we're talking about SMAL. But we're going to kind of do an introductory as to what is SMAL and kind of debunk some of the things that causes us to think that small things aren't important. So, one of the first things, hopefully Einstein back there is not giving me bunny ears, but if he is, he's always trying to. So, what is SMAL? Well, SMAL is an acronym. SMAL is a hashtag. And SMAL stands for, the S stands for sharing, M multiplies, A acts of, and L love. So it's just like the word small but missing an L. So sharing multiplies acts of love. Now, why is SMAL important? Why, SMAL is the movement behind it is very powerful. And to kind of explain a few things about why is SMAL important. Well, SMAL is important because it's something we all can do. Because each and you and I, every one of us can do something small. SMAL is a belief that we all matter. You matter, I matter, that what I do matters. And reason why is because the M part of it is what we do multiplies. I mean, good, bad, or indifferent, everything we do multiplies and affects others. So if we do the L part of it, which is acts of, and the A and L part of it, which is acts of love, is sharing multiply acts of love. That's love in action, and love is sharing and knowing that you can make a difference. I mean, we know that now SMAL is something important, and SMAL believes that there's good people everywhere. Now, with that being said, now that we understand what SMAL is, we want to kind of talk about a phrase that's used a lot in today's world and talk about how it is a motivator in certain circumstances, but in everyday life it's a demotivator, and that is go big or go home. Well, that's great. Go big or go home. As a basketball player, sports like that, oh man, it's incredibly inspiring because it makes you not want to sit on the sidelines. It makes you want to go out and just work harder and do something great. Well, that's great, except for the fact in the real world, looking at real problems, people are going, okay, well, the problems are really big, and I'm really small, so I'm going to go home and take care of my problems because they're big enough for me. And I need to take care of mine and take care of the people I care about because that's big and I'm small. So I'm going to go home. Well, that's not good because that leaves people on the sidelines, and that's not where we need people. So, and as Edmund Burke and many other leaders have said, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Now, why is that? Because good people are everywhere. We're the majority. And it also, we're taking that word small, so no longer go big and go home. We're taking that word small and making it a positive thing. Now when you're saying, hey, I'm trying to do something, people go, well, what you're trying to do is too small. It's not going to, it's not going to have any effect. Well, you realize, well, wait a second, I'm doing something small. Small multiplies, and therefore I do have an effect, and what I'm doing can change things, and it can change the direction of the world, and it can make things better. Now, you may be wondering this whole entire time, why is Jerry holding the ball? Well, I'm using it for demonstration purposes. We're going to pretend like, in a sort of way, that this is a treadmill, because you walk on it, but it's powered by the people on it. So it's not one of the electrical ones that spin by themselves. The old ones used to be, as you start walking, you would start going too. So this is our treadmill. Now, this is what I'm talking about. The world right now, it's spinning in a direction. We all know. Now, if I was cool, I'd spin this on my finger, but I'm not cool, so I can't spin it on my finger. But we all know that the world right now is spinning in a direction rather rapidly of war, hate. I mean, you put the news on, separation, all kinds of different disasters out there as far as people who are really in need. I mean, refugees, hunger, stuff like that. And we all know that the world is spinning in this direction that we don't want it to go. But unfortunately, we're the ones driving it in that direction. We're the ones carrying it in that direction. Now, we're either doing it by being the ones pushing it through different things that we do, or we're the ones who saw the go big or go home and looked up and go, Okay, I'm going home, and you're just sitting there. Now, you may be adding a little weight to it, but these people are still able to push it in this direction. Now, why is small important? Well, small is a different direction. Small is saying, well, I can't by myself change the direction of this world, but you know what? I can definitely start pushing this way, and if I start pushing this way, I make it really hard. I make it a little bit harder on those who are driving it this direction. And I may inspire this person who's sitting on the sideline and go, wait a second, they're making a difference. I see something. And they start pushing too. And enough of us start pushing. And we're going to make it really, really, really hard for everybody to keep going the wrong direction. And enough of us, of the good people everywhere, turn around and really start pushing this world. We can get this place spinning in a new direction. Now, that kind of coincides with IMVC, I am viral change. It's about the small things we do. See, a virus is something small that gets inside of you, and it starts affecting you over time and changing things. And that's what our world needs, is inside. We don't need to, the powers that be aren't going to change anything. You and I, we're the small things. We are the patient zero, the start of change. Each and every one of us. If we go in, we do the small things every day, we change our small thoughts and our small actions, we can start getting this world spinning in a different direction. Now, this is the end of video 1. We'll have, on this series of small, it's going to go on for a long, long time. So we'll have many other things to talk about. Please leave any comments, thoughts that you have. Blunders, I make plenty of them. Trust me, I'm not worried about that. But in the meantime, let's you and I work together. Get this place spinning in a new direction. Look forward to talking to you later.